Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Spooked Coast to Coast. Is it me or do we look a little blurry?
I don't know what happened. There you go.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Thank you.
I think you guys look clear.
Her resume, IT tech specialist.
I am.
I swear to God, anytime like something like this happens, I'm like, babe, I need help.
Jen's like this.
It's better.
The 2 seconds.
Like the mom thing. Saliva.
No. Oh my God. Speaking of that.
Which I hate that.
The other day, and I'll introduce ourselves, guys. Just give us one moment. So it was funny. The other day, my one of my daughters was having like a hard time like fixing something. And it was a dress. We couldn't zip it up all the way. And then I'm like there, like zipping it up. I'm like, I'm getting mad because I'm like, bro, like, why does my mom buy a dress that doesn't zip? Like, I don't fucking get it. It's like a big occasion and we need this dress, whatever. Right. So then I tell Jenny, I'm like, hey, this zipper is like stuck, dude. We had to like plan B this, whatever. And then I'm like, bro, watch. You're going to end up zipping it up because she's like, oh, I'm going to try it.
I was at work when he had the whole problem.
So she goes, this is later on in the day. She goes and she zips it up in one shot. I just walked out of the house and I left.
Oh my God. A fucking zipper, right?
Like this. And he looks at me, he like literally he doesn't say anything, he turns around, he walks out the door. And
it's between his legs. He just walked away like, what the hell just happened?
No, and the kids were like, we've been trying for like 15 minutes. And they heard me on the video call.
You know what it was, Mondo, is you loosened it for her. That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to help you out here.
Thank you, Joe. I believe it. And without further ado, we have, as always, 𝗟𝗶𝗽𝗸𝗀 Paranormal, Jen and Mondo, and we are joined Joy this week. So we have JJ Paranormal, Joy, and Joey. Yeah. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
And well, I want to shout out to the chat room. You guys are lively as always. Thank you very much.
Yes,
and
hello everybody.
Why don't you tell the good folks about one of our friends from the chat room that's actually here with us today?
Oh, that's right. I think they're missing from the chat. Are they? I think they are. Somebody's missing from the chat, y'all. Who is it? All right. So we have a married investigator dual couple investigating for over 10 years, and both grew up having experiences, and they are both from Alabama. I don't know if the same parts of Alabama, but Bama, right? So we're going to introduce Ashley and Michael, known as Limestone Spirit Chasers.
Give it up for Limestone.
I'm so happy to have you guys on, man.
Glad to be on.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I know. Are we your first live?
Yeah.
I'm so
that's why I'm nervous.
I've been telling Ashley, and she's like, no. But somehow Jen worked her magic and got him on.
You asked me before it even started, and I was like, no.
Yeah. Well, Ashley and Michael, thank you very much. I do understand now more of the kind of like nervousness behind being on with us, so I definitely do appreciate it.
Everybody drop cherries in the chat. Yeah. There you go.
And my best advice for someone that was the first time that we did it a couple years back, just be yourselves, man. Just it's no pressure. Literally, we're just asking you questions that you already know. The more pressure is us having to come up with stuff to talk to our guests about.
Yeah, definitely.
So you guys are good. Don't worry about it.
You guys are the keys.
Yes.
Oh my God. Hey, 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗀𝗀. Oh my God.
𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗀𝗀.
Oh, thank you guys for the cherries.
Cocos. I saw Stephen Mella on. Thank you guys. David on the rabbit hole.
Hey.
Make sure you guys tune in to Weird Java every other Sunday. They had an episode today.
Yes.
So check them out. In 2 more Sundays, you'll see them.
Oh, talking about Sundays. So next Sunday, we are not having an episode because we will be driving up to Orlando and we're going on vacay. And then the following Sunday, we'll be hosting with our special guest, Cross the Line Paranormal.
Wow, another one of our.
You got some cherries. Look at it. You guys, can you see the chat?
More
Thank you, Joey.
And then so I'll be interested in Yvette and Sierra telling us in the chat because you've met, actually she's met both of you guys, James and Michael. And I always thought, I'm like, damn, Michael looks a lot like James, and I haven't met Michael yet in person.
I see that. Yep, I see it. I see it.
So in 2 weeks, when you see this episode and then you see James live, we need to know in the chat, are they like long lost cousins or what the hell's going on over here?
As long as I'm the pretty one, that's all I care about.
What did you say?
I said, as long as I'm the pretty one, I'm good.
You are the pretty one this week, and then James will have to be the pretty boy next week. Oh, I mean the following week.
Well, according to the videos, the spirits are really liking you, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You might be.
Yeah. Do you own a set of maracas?
No.
You gotta get it some.
James does his little maraca dance.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I will be.
James said we're both sexy.
Hey, you gotta take it.
Hey, Chris and Oren.
Hey guys.
Right. So let's start off with just to let you guys know. Now their latest video actually just when did it come out? The Room 19.
That was last Sunday,
right?
That was last Sunday. Okay. Sunday. Everybody check that out on Limestone's YouTube, please. Room 19. That was from the Jefferson Palace Hotel. And I'll get into that for a little bit. Let's start off from the beginning, right? Like how we always do. So just so everybody gets to know you guys, you both are from Alabama? Same places or north, south? Like
I'm from Alabama. He's from Florida.
Oh no way!
I was born in Florida, around Lakeland, Orlando.
Okay.
We moved up here probably in '89, so I've been up here most of my life. So.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, where did the Southern accent come from? Oh, that's why. Because you grew up there, right? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to be
everybody's from Florida or East Coast.
Technically,
hey Bob.
It's funny what they say. Like South Florida is almost like separate from the rest of Florida and like Central Florida and up because we don't have the accent. You hear it more prominent, like pretty much north of Central Florida or North Florida, and then going outward. So wait, Georgia, Alabama.
I didn't know Floridians had accents. What does it sound like?
You have the Southern accent, yeah.
Yeah,
like shit. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't
you
know
can
that.
tell people from like Miami.
Oh,
I don't know how it is, but people here.
Yes, South Florida
sound like me, Mela, and maybe Yvette.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
So we're talking about like Miami, well, Dade County, Broward County, West Palm. That's more like the South Florida. We have our own deal.
like Pitbull.
Dale.
Nah, people. I don't know.
No, you know what?
You don't.
I didn't know Florida. Did you know that? I didn't know they had a Southern accent. That's crazy.
Well, people from North Florida, yeah, because
North
that's
Florida.
like
by Georgia, probably by Georgia, right? Closer to Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I love it.
Yeah, because I go visit my cousins in Orlando or something, and they got to make fun of my accent too because they don't have it.
That's what it is.
No, they don't have it.
Orlando,
if they go up,
the more north,
they're gonna have some.
The more north that they don't have that accent. Once you pass, you're getting into like that Gainesville, Jacksonville area, more west. Yeah, they have that.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. Well, I don't really know anybody from Florida, but that's cool.
James.
Oh, you haven't
You're
been
a liar,
talking
guy.
to someone.
Now we know. Now we do. But before, no, I didn't know. Yeah, I had no freaking idea. It's crazy.
James claims he doesn't have an accent, and I'm gonna call BS on that. We'll find out on next episode then, because I don't believe that.
James was on the show before, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has an accent.
He has an accent. Yeah.
Wait. Pause. Coco's, you're going to Orlando Friday and leaving on Monday.
Oh, nice.
All right, we will meet in Orlando on Sunday, so we will get together, guys.
Yes, please, and you can meet the kiddies.
Yes, we love us some Coco's.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
I also got some other good news, but I'll mention that later. So Michael
I want to know
also
the good news.
for Black Smoke Paranormal will be going to 𝗿𝗂𝗏𝗀𝗀.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Michael, you just celebrated a birthday, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Getting old.
And I'm not sure. Did you have a DBZ themed birthday party?
I did.
Yeah.
I love me some Dragon Ball Z.
A man
All
with
right.
great taste.
Because look, he likes Dragon Ball Z. Let me show you what I got him. It was one of his birthday. I mean,
You got the
Christmas
hair?
yeah,
Dragon
that's
Ball
all he needs is a damn wig, please.
It'll get that. It'll
It's
get that.
sandals. Is that Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Look how cute. You're gonna love these.
Oh my God.
He like loves those things.
I love it.
I am a nerd, guys. You're gonna have to deal with it. You've been dealing with it for a year and a half. What's some more going on?
That's awesome.
Contact. You're welcome. All right. So tell everybody how to start it. You said you both had experiences growing up. With your homes. Tell us everything about that.
Well, I mean, I feel like everywhere I lived growing up, there was just something always happening. But the first one I may remember was we lived in a house that just had like this weird, crazy energy. And I was probably maybe 8, 9. I don't really remember how old I was, but I was going down the hall to go play with Barbies. And I was at home alone because that's common in Alabama back then.
Yeah.
But I seen the shadow man, and I call it the Hat Man. Most people see him when they're asleep, but I didn't. He was standing in the hallway, and he had this big hat on. He was about as tall as the ceiling.
Oh,
But
shit.
I just walked straight through him, got to my room, and that's when I was like, wait, what did I just see? And then I had chills all over my body. And then I was like, well, I got to get out of here. And the only way to get back outside is to go back down the hallway. And he was gone. He wasn't there no more. I don't know what it was, but I think it was the Hat Man.
Wait, you just walked straight through him?
I
You were
did.
scared? Oh, shit. I was just like, whatever.
You know what's funny is I have on my notes here. Ashley is like, where the hell did I write that? Oh my God! Like to me, like when I see your videos, like I can tell that you're not scared. You don't get scared. You're just like, I don't know. I kind of feel like Ashley's a little bit more like strong-willed. More, I'm like James. I mean James. Listen to me. Oh my God! I'm gonna fucking call him James. Michael's gonna be like more scared than Ashley. So I see it. I see it now.
Yeah, she wants to do stuff I don't even want to do. She's like, let's do it. No.
I'm always trying to do like solos, but he don't want to do it.
Hey,
I do. Yeah, this guy too.
Running. I broke my ankle like a few years ago, and I got it fused and stuff, so I can't run. I limp around. I don't know where. She can run. She has left me before when we first started. And just like standing there, and I'm like, what's going on? But
That's funny.
That's awesome. Hey, Dentex. Where is it? I just saw that.
So that Hat Man, you mentioned the energy. You say you feel like it follows you everywhere you go. Is it the same?
I don't feel like that man fall. I mean, I have seen him within the past year, but that was the first time I seen him again since I was a little girl. But I feel like something follows me no matter where I live. It could be a brand new house. I've lived in so many houses in my life, but something's always following me.
That's crazy. Have you ever tried to like investigate to see who it is?
No.
Are you scared? I would be. I don't know. I would be scared to find out. Like I would want to know, but then I would be like scared to know the answer.
I just kind of feel like I don't want to investigate my own house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have dolls and I'll do sessions with them. That's fine. But as far as like investigating what else is here, I don't know if I could.
We cleanse the house a lot because I feel like Case, my youngest, is kind of like me.
Mm-hmm.
He picks up stuff. And so he'll see something or I'll see something and then we cleanse the house. And then I feel like we don't have any activity for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
What do you use to sage? Just regular. Sage. Apollo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Apollo. Yeah.
It works the best to me. And it smells better.
Yeah, we never ever cleansed a house, huh?
With gas.
Yeah, they smell it. They smell it. What comes out of his bottom half. They're gone. They're like, damn, I'm sorry for y'all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Michael, how about you? Tell us your growing up origin story.
Well, I think it was a house me and one of my buddies and my mom, my brothers all lived in. But you could sit in the living room, and it sounded like somebody would just walk out from the back bedroom to the kitchen and stop. I mean, we'd be sitting there and you was like, get off work early or something, think somebody was there. Wouldn't be nothing. I mean, you'd hear footsteps, and my mom said she saw a mist, something in her bedroom, like come through the door. There was always something going on right there. And well, it freaked us out so bad. Like me and my buddy, we was sitting in the living room and we heard the hairdryer going off in the bathroom. Well, it kicked on and off. And so we thought we were going to be big and bad, and this holler ass is right down the hallway. Well, when it cut on, we just decided to leave the damn house. We just left.
You're like,
because I mean, it would happen in that same house. He slept on the couch, and I slept in the floor in the living room on a mattress. And he was one of them like to mess around with you, And I felt something poking me on my side, and I was like, "Dude, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep." Now, I even looked up, and I thought I saw him standing there. And then when I rolled on over, he was asleep on the couch, and I was just like, "Yeah." But that's where mine all pretty much began. And when I was trying to, that black figure right there was what really wanted me to get into it.
Wow. So how old were you guys when this happened? Did you say, Ashley, how old were you?
I'm really not sure, but I mean, I was young enough to still play with Barbie. So, I mean, I was
Yeah.
maybe 9, 10, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. What about you, Michael?
I think 18, 17, somewhere around there.
Oh, wow. So you were older. Yeah. Oh. I don't know.
Is that your kid?
Yep. Hey, Kay. He said, my mom's.
Oh, I know. I seen it. I was like, who is that? But I didn't say that. And he said 𝗹𝗶𝗽𝗀𝗘. I was like, I know, they're great.
He's hilarious.
Not biased at all. That's good. That's
I can
awesome.
tell my parents are scared to come on here.
He said, that's my dad. Oh, that's so cute. My granddaughter plays Roblox. They probably freaking on friends on there. We don't even know. Look at that.
Oh, he loves some Roblox.
So does my granddaughter.
I don't know anything about it.
That's one of the girls play that. Yeah.
Do the girls play it too?
Yeah, they play in PX something, PLXD. I don't know.
The thing with Roblox, though.
I don't know. I think is the abbreviation for pixeled.
Okay.
PXAD. I don't know. Something like that.
The thing with Roblox, though, is you got to monitor your kids. Like,
Yeah, that's the one where they're playing. At least when she's playing, they always hog up my phone. So like, I'm always around them listening to the conversation, and I'm like looking at the room, make sure it's okay because she's gonna be 8. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
there's a bunch of second graders taking up a damn phone and playing Roblox. I'm like,
it's funny though. Like when they get mad, they talk their crap, but they use like non-curse words or things like that. It's just funny to see them get aggressive.
These kids be rough, man. I'm like, damn.
The little one, she gets mad, and I started laughing because I thought this would be like a Southern slang thing, and I was like, where did you come up with this? I had to have been the teacher, but she was like, biscuits, biscuits, and I was like, I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, that's so cute. You can keep saying that. Just get mad all the time and say biscuits. All right. So,
Michael, that figure you said you sleeping next to your friend?
The what?
You said you were sleeping next to your friend and you saw the figure?
Yeah. Yeah, because he slept on the couch, and I was kind of in the middle of the living room on a mattress.
And it was just you didn't see a face, no face.
You know, I know it was just a black because we liked it completely dark in there, and all I seen was the black mass just standing there above me. And like I said, I thought it was him because I know we had a few things that happened, but I was trying not to think about it. So
wow,
yeah, you know, it'd be crazy if it was like a out of body experience, because I don't know if the spirit, like if you're sleeping and your spirit leaves body
sleep paralysis
while you're sleeping.
Is that what it's called? No, astral projection.
And you could see yourself.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't see myself. No, I just looked up and saw him standing there.
No, I mean, like, what if it was like him having it, like trying to mess with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, I should have probably woke his ass up anyway. Like, leave me alone. That wasn't funny.
And him not realizing that he was doing that.
Haunting Angel says, I think this is Sierra who wrote this, that Ashley and Michael are wonderful investigators. Ashley only screamed once because she's a badass. And that was with us. It wasn't because of spirit. It was Sierra's fault for screaming. Michael's very focused.
Oh, no, that has to be Yvette.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Yvette.
Yeah.
Sierra screamed, which made me scream. But yeah.
Like a chain reaction.
Yes, Sierra can scream, y'all.
You know what? Sierra's a little scaredy cat, man. Yeah, she's the scaredy cat of the bunch. I don't think Yvette's just like, whatever.
We're here bashing poor Sierra. She's not even on the chat, bro.
It's okay. That's funny. What I was gonna say, do you think for both of you guys' experiences growing up, yeah, see, big time, was it the house? Maybe something occurred in the house prior to that, or do you think it was more land related, or what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Yeah, my situation, I didn't research it. We was just, I just more or less left it alone. Because at the point in time, I was kind of, wouldn't say scared, but yeah, I could probably say scared. Didn't want to mess around with it. Didn't know no better. So yeah, I just pretty much left it alone. In which it was just a rental house, so we didn't stay there. Maybe a few more months, and we was out.
Oh, okay.
Now I will say, when I was little, we always played with the Ouija board. Like,
for real?
I mean, it could be.
I was gonna ask you, like, is your family's like into like ghost stuff? Yeah.
Oh, and we just opened some doors.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Because we sure that was it.
Was that during the time that you saw what you would call the Hat Man?
No, that happened a few years later. But
okay.
When we played with the Ouija boards and stuff, I remember my sister seeing something in that house, but where I got seen the Hat Man was in a whole another house. So I don't know. We moved around a lot when I was little, though. So
yeah.
Question with the Hat Man, because a lot of people experience sleep paralysis. Did you ever have that at that time? You did?
Not at that time, but I've had that a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I figured.
That shit's scary. That shit, I had that shit once and it was terrifying.
Yeah. I've never had it. I mean, it's been a while since I've had it happen, maybe 10 or so years, but I did used to have it happen a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see me laughing, it's because Joey looks like he has a floating head. So I didn't even notice
it. A floating head. Not has a floating head. So like this, Joey.
That picture of the Queen Mary where our heads, I put this as our head is floating. It's perfect. But that's what
oh my God, I just got the greatest idea. You remember? I forget her name right now. Oh my God. Madam, the one from the Haunted Mansion. Like the crystal ball, the head.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But
that's totally like a Halloween costume.
That one even better. And this one to all my nerd people out there. Doesn't he look like Zordon from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Who, Joey?
Head.
Oh my God. I have no idea.
These are my people right here. Made him chuckle instantly.
Oh my God.
I love watching the Power Rangers.
I want her tattoo, man.
Sophie, if you're watching, she's got ideas.
Yeah, I've been.
She signed me up for a tattoo. I didn't even know I was getting two.
I love it. You have tattoos, right, Ashley? I think I seen.
She does.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know she had tattoos.
The whole arm.
Damn.
She's got more than I do, and she didn't have none when we got together. I had a few. That's more than I do now.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who was the? Who was
So
it?
Michael had them first.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, I didn't have
and
any.
now
when we
Ashley
got
has more
together.
than he does.
Gotcha. That's funny.
I
Joy,
went-
you have tattoos? Yeah, Joy, right?
Yeah, I have one here, and then I have my kids, and then my inner leg. I want more. I
He's
just
got
don't know.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
You got Dragon Ball Z?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
No, that whole arm right there is going to be anime. So
Nice.
Yeah.
spooky arm over here because I
Oh,
got
I
the
could
same from.
appreciate that. I could appreciate that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And Joey has him up here. He's keeps him above the wet sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
Yeah.
much above the sleeve, below the neck.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, it can't be visible for work and stuff.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say. So, do you find? I don't know. Michael first. Let's say. Do you find yourself to be a sensitive?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel because that's like when we start an investigation, we just automatically go through the house, walk through, and then me and her would just be naming off like this, like we feel something in this room, or this room feels weird, or I can't. I'll say yeah, but not like I guess I don't know how to use it, but
That makes sense.
because like we was at that one house, I was feeling something behind me. I mean,
Mhm.
I'll sit there for a while, and all of a sudden, just chills. And I think we got a few EVPs or something on the spirit box about the attic, and the attic door was right behind me. But
He's more sensitive than he thinks he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think you're like in a denial? Like, are you scared? Or like, not denial, but are you like just kind of like doubting yourself?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I ain't never researched it, or I listen. Like people on here talk, and I never just
Dove into it.
developed it or anything like that. I just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
How about you, Ashley? Yeah, I think she. Well, I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah, I feel like I am. I can usually sense stuff. Yeah.
It didn't spill, did it?
All over the laptop.
Oh shit! Dude, this is start smoking. No, Michael spilled his cup.
See, now he's sensitive.
Yeah. Hopefully that won't do nothing.
Is it okay? Do you guys need a
Yeah,
minute?
don't worry. Wherever you guys
Yeah. If you need to turn it upside down and yeah,
shake us
Yes,
out.
it doesn't
He'll be
seep
fine.
any cracks.
You have the ring over here.
On the kitchen, yeah.
hopefully it doesn't start glitching.
I was just a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good.
So the reason why I asked because actually, so you said you felt so that's how I used to describe it, that something was following me like throughout my whole life, or like everywhere I went, I always had something happen. But it's just that you're like a little lighthouse to spirits. They seize you.
beam of light.
So, yeah. So
I
it's
know.
easier.
I don't know if Case is still on here, but he makes fun of me all the time because I'll say this is going to happen, and then there it goes, it happens. And he's like, "Don't say this and don't say that, Mama."
You're
See,
moving it in. Yeah. Exactly.
Like happened, like it's like you've been through it already, like you've seen it, or you just
No, like have a feeling. Like it's
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
happen?
just have a feeling, or
Mhm.
like we'll just be walking, and I'll be like, "That's the one he makes fun of me the most." We'll be walking on a walking trail. I'll be like, "There's going to be a snake coming up." There it is.
Oh, really?
3 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, she's done that twice, and I stepped on one of them.
Oh wow.
I'm like, look, you don't have to like be quiet. Like, I don't know. We walking. She's like, there's a snake somewhere. I'm like, no, just come on.
Hey, question.
Oh, we have a question from the Cocos.
I designated Mongo the question person.
Ashley and Michael. What's your favorite device for investigating?
We like anything that we can try to hear their voices. So, voice recorder, spirit box, that's our main go-to. EVPs is the main thing we really focus on.
You guys are like the masters of EVPs. You guys catch EVPs all the time. I'm like, damn. I can't tell if it's just my fat ass trying to breathe in or is it like an EVP so half the time. So, but you guys catch like clear.
Well, we've noticed if we try to use an actual like camcorder, it's not as good. If we're using our phone for some reason, the audio picks up so much better.
Okay, wait. Are you
don't use microphones? I feel like microphones takes away the noise you're wanting to capture, so we stay away from microphones.
Are you Android or Apple?
Android.
Android for
Yeah, they do have better sound quality.
Yeah.
Oh, they. So that means you're not an Android. Oh, okay.
Then I saw start. Yeah, this.
Oh,
that was.
Well, there's a good question from Sam. Sam wants.
No, Sam is a dog.
Oh,
Case. Yeah, Sam's our dog.
Case wants to know. Apologize, buddy. So, how did y'all start?
Well, we went on our honeymoon. We decided to go to Savannah, and we kind of just started investigating.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. When we was dating, I mean, we was both in paranormal, of course, watching all the shows and, talking and seeing the locations. And what was it? Ghost Hunters about Sloss Furnace down there in Birmingham. So that was, and all we had was a voice recorder. We had phones. I don't know back then.
We never recorded anything. We just went and pulled out like the voice recorder and just did our thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good.
That's the same place that I think kicked it off for Black Smoke as well.
Oh, really?
Same exact place. Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And that place, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty awesome place. Now you can't go during the week, so it's a little harder to get to now.
I don't know. Did they change? I don't know if is that the same place. And the Savannah place is awesome. Black Smoke, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I could be wrong, but one of those locations, I don't know if that one or the one they went to, I thought it was the same place. They changed owners and they're not doing that anymore. I don't know.
Oh,
I remember something about that.
What, Steve? Was it the brewery? I think it was the brewery.
The brewery.
I think it was the brewery.
Oh, yeah, we did get there, but we didn't really investigate the brewery,
Moon River, yeah.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, so they're not doing investigations there.
Supposedly,
Yeah.
Oh, they don't want to be associated with paranormal?
No, I think
change of ownership.
And then I think they were gonna like do something else with the location because it was like a restaurant also.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Right.
So when you guys first met, who brought up paranormal first?
Good question.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Or was it like, hey, do you like ghosts? You like ghosts?
Yeah, I think it was just us getting to know each other and going.
Talking about our past experiences and all that. And I mean, we watched like the ghost hunting shows and all that.
Yeah, so that kind of like opened the door. Yeah.
I guess we just decided to go do it.
You remember your first experience like together? Like where you're both like
to me it was Sloss.
Yeah.
Because we were down in the buller room, or what we were calling the buller room. And like I said, we was just getting started. And I was kind of off away from her. And what's his name? Slag, I think was his name. And,
it's supposed to be the mean spirit there.
But she was sitting there and she was kind of taunting a little bit. Oh, you can't scare me. You can't,
I was bad that year.
You can't scare me. And there in the room next to her had a bunch of metal chairs, just lined up, investigating or just, chilling out. It sounded like somebody just took their hand and just slapped the seat of it. That's where I was talking about where she run and left me. She ran up and she down here like, what was that? What's going on? Like, because it was so loud.
You're like, where'd you go?
I'm a little badass, and I'm like, do something, prove you're here. You know, I was stupid back then. And Buddy, he did, and Buddy
did, and you're like, all right, never mind.
Actually turned into that little running emoji. She's like, I'm out here.
That was one of the very first places we had ever been. So, I mean, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's awesome. I mean, what better place than that, I guess, for to kick that off.
Funny.
What was a well? I guess going back to where you live, what was the first place you guys investigated together? Like, in your area?
In Alabama. Well, Saul's furnace that he was talking about is in Alabama.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Birmingham.
Yeah, it's in Birmingham.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was in Georgia. Okay.
The Savannah's where we went on our honeymoon. So it was one of the first places too. I guess we got that confused. But yeah.
Don't worry. I'm just confused.
Yeah.
It's my ass. I don't know why I thought it was there. Never mind. Steve, Black Smoke. No wonder. How about your kids? Do your kids are into it, or are they scared? Have they seen
I love that. I love how the kids are into it.
Kids, and every one of our kids has went somewhere with us.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it's cool to have your kids involved, like, and you know, especially if they're interested in it, because you want to teach them the right way anyway. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like they do better than we do when they go.
Yeah, right? I feel like kids, like, I don't know, like something about the kids, like ghosts are attracted to them because I don't know.
Yeah, we took our in the Lincoln County.
We are too.
Yeah.
We took two of ours up there at Lincoln County, up there in Tennessee, and they were walking around down in the basement by themselves, and they was like, "Man, we was getting all this here," and we went down there and we caught the cat balls going off. They were going off pretty good, but they're just so funny to watch though, because one of them's actually pretty scared.
Well, the 4 adults that were separated weren't getting anything, but the 2 teenagers were getting all the activity.
There you see.
There he goes. Oh my gosh!
Did you see Black Smoke's comment?
What,
you guys see it? He said Joey's giving Back to the Future vibes. He keeps disappearing.
Comes back in, comes back out. Yeah.
They're correcting the timeline.
Okay, so let's talk about your house. So tell me what happened to your house now. Was it something like, did you have the TV turn on or something while we were in the backstage, or?
Did what now?
The TV cut on.
Oh, I don't know. Did we cut it off all the way?
Cut it off.
I don't know. It's done it before.
Yeah, we don't know if it's medical. I mean, we do have stuff that's we don't know if we bring back with us on the investigation or something.
Yeah.
We've had stuff broke, stuff fly off the wall, especially in our bathroom. And we were sitting here, and my daughter's room was all the way in the back, and we had some Halloween stuff stuck in her closet.
Mm-hmm.
We was just sitting here. I mean, nobody goes. She's moved out, and we only got 2 of our kids here now. But one was they were all at work, but Case, and we just heard something fall over and break, and went in there, and it was one of them glass pumpkins. It was just broke. I mean, and that was 4 or 5 months after Halloween. So
yeah,
wow,
that's crazy.
I mean, I've heard little kid voices when Case wasn't here. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to deny if you're hearing stuff and things are flying off. Deny there's something there. You can't explain that, you know?
Yeah. Case used to hear stuff and hear knocks and taps and stuff like that, but we cleans the house and it'd go away. So
yeah.
So question about that, what you just mentioned. Am I understanding, are you a teacher?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Right. So do you tend to get childlike spirits in locations?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah,
because I feel like that's
yep.
They gravitate to you because they can feel that's what she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like children from the school, like remnants of that follow you home.
Oh no.
She's like, I didn't want to think about that.
Summer vacation forever.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna go to work and be like,
They just draw to me because of that. I don't know.
Yeah, she does get a little more kids, especially when we was in Ashmore, and like she just sit down and she was like, "I just heard a little girl." I didn't hear nothing, but she heard it, and of course we picked it up on the voice recorder.
Cool, yeah.
I mean, I even knew what she said because I sat down and we had just started recording again, and I said, "I just heard a little girl say hello," and you got on the voice recorder exactly like that, "Hello," and I was like, "That is cool." I was so excited when we caught that.
I think the way you talk to, like your tone, you're like you just have one of those soft spoken voices.
Yeah.
I think maybe that makes them feel more comfortable too. Yeah. Like the kids come out because I don't think we really get kids. I think they just think I'm an asshole. I don't think we ever. No, did we ever get kids? I never showed you, right? No, once. That was with Shauna though, Monet. She caused them. But what about you guys? Do you guys get kids, Jen Wanda?
I get kids all the time.
Oh, I don't.
We've gotten kids. Yeah.
I get kids. So I noticed that from Ashley. So that was like everything you said literally pointed right back to that. And those are questions I already had because I picked that up.
Yeah, I don't
know
that
you have kids.
I'm gonna have to.
No,
I can't remember if we did.
Other,
Yeah, I don't
than
think
the, other than the Nicholas.
Oh, besides Nicholas, yeah, but the little.
One of the first locations that we came across the child was actually at 𝗹𝗶𝗘 Sanitarium on the children's floor, where they play toys. That was one of the first places we ever came across a child spirit.
Yeah.
But speaking
I'm trying to think about but go ahead.
Good questions. We got one from Steve. What's up, Steve, from Black Smoke Paranormal?
Oh yeah.
So we got, what is your most active location that you've investigated?
The most active.
These are hard questions, huh? Because there's so many.
Me personally, I like Oxana. We got so many EVPs there. It's in Alabama, and it wasn't hardly documented. I don't know how many people were there before we got there.
Not a lot. But
it was, good EVPs. I really enjoyed that place, which you can't go back now. Somebody swapped hands. Now they don't want to have nothing to do with the paranormal.
It's a private residence now. They moved into the house. So it's an �𝗏𝗡 that the owner was all about paranormal. So,
and now the new ones are like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was an Airbnb.
Yeah, it was. And it was priced reasonably. $200 for a night and which I think it was $300 maybe for all weekend. I can't remember, but it was just
she
old
just
Victoria.
wanted to share the house, honestly, to share the spirits, and I wish more people were like that.
I wish more people were like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, because we actually, while we were there, we didn't know some of the history, and we were doing a spirit box session, and we got that there was a male in his 30s who had a car crash, and we were like, where did this come from? So, we kind of still talked about it with them in the room and everything. But once we posted the video, the owner said, that's crazy because a man literally died right in front of the house, and he was 30s. And I was like, So when you catch stuff that you don't even know about, I feel like that's just validation. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because that place right there, right when we walked through the door, we was all setting our stuff down. We didn't have nothing recording, of course. And I turned around, I was like, can y'all just say hello? And they was like, no. But everybody heard the woman say hello right when we walked through the door.
You can hear the same woman's voice a few times while we were there. Yeah, it was crazy.
What EVP, like what recorder you guys use for EVPs?
You use your phones, but what up?
I'm sorry?
You use your phones, but what do you use, a handheld one as well?
It's just an old Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just an old Sony.
Yeah.
It's a Sony. Is that a black one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's the same one I have.
Oh, yeah.
Ours is old. It's like 10, 11, 12 years old.
It's ancient.
It still works.
That's probably the first piece of equipment we bought, was that recorder.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Yep, that's
exactly. I think I have that one too.
Yep.
I think you do. Yeah, this is good. And I like this one because I mainly bought this one at first was because to record the spirit box sessions and slow them down and then play them back in real time instead of like going back later.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, because it was easier to do that, but shit, it picks up.
Yeah, we had a lot of luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you guys use the recorder all the time in your videos? I don't. Do you?
No.
No, right? Yeah.
Just do sessions with it. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to start incorporating that. We have all these damn recorders and they're just sitting there.
Yes.
I like the noisy. I'm more of the noisy. I like the ones that get your attention.
Yeah.
Because, you know, with my ADD, ADHD, ABC, I'm like all over the place. It grabs my attention, I'll focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh, and Mela had a question I was going to ask. What is your
I was going to ask
favorite, piece of equipment?
Probably, yeah, the voice recorder probably would be the favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit box, anything we can hear their voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got like 2 or 3 cameras. Well, we don't use a whole lot of equipment. Our son bought us a REM pod for Christmas, I think. And I mean, that's kind of new to us, and we've been kind of using cat balls, and we don't.
I don't know. You guys have good luck with cat balls?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
With like a grain of salt. Like if it goes off and then it doesn't go off again, it's just like, well, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it goes off with responses, that would be great. But
what we like to do is we like to set 2 kind of like side by side and designate one for yes and designate one for no and see what responses we get like that.
Yeah, that's smart.
We get some good stuff like that too.
And now it doesn't happen all the time. For some reason, we've also gotten where it'll just like mess with one all the time, and then enough where I just like, okay, I'm over it. And then like I turn it off. Like,
what about that one time that it threw it off of a stage that we had it on?
No, I had it on a REM pod because it kept making the cap ball off. So I was like, touch the REM pod. It wouldn't touch the REM pod. So I turned off the cap ball, but I put it on top of the REM pod and I had the REM pod off. It literally like threw it off the fucking REM pod.
It's like, get the shit out of here.
I turned around and walking away. I hear literally because it was like hard in the wood stage, and I was like, no,
that's crazy.
That was crazy.
Thank God we were setting up.
And we were setting up.
We were setting up cameras everywhere.
It wasn't like doing anything.
Just so happened that the camera that we caught it on was one of the last ones that I had done before that happened. So we got it. We got it on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Todd and
That was at the Herd Opera House in Arcadia, Florida.
Todd wants to know. I kind of want to say maybe that's Lost Furnace, but you correct me. Was there ever an investigation that you had an experience that you were like, nope, I'm out of here? And do you have different ones? Maybe you guys have. Maybe you think one, and Michael was like.
Yeah, because Waverly Hill, because this is when we first started. This is like when we really didn't record. We went on a public, and we made it to the 4th floor, and for some reason when we walked through there, me and her was like something's creepy, and so we were just easing off through there. Well, I started getting a headache, and of course at the point in time she smoked at the time, and they let you smoke on the top, on the roof. And I was like, look, I'm getting a headache. I don't know what's going on. Let's go up here. I'll take some medicine. You smoke. Let's take this a little break and let me drink some water. As soon as I walked out that door and went onto the stairway, my headache was gone. That's the first time, the only time I've ever had anything to affect me like that.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we're not. We're not going back to the 4th floor. And we never did. I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
But at the point now, I probably would. But
at the time, yeah.
But for just starting off, that kind of creeped me out. And I'm like, look, we're not going back to the 4th floor. So that was probably.
Yeah, that floor was creepy.
The 4th, we got a lot of activity there. And then the floor above the 5th floor is where we were talking about where the children.
No, it is the 5th floor. There's no other floor.
The top.
Where the roof is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we came across the children playing with the ball and the bear.
Which I have no footage of because of my whole fucking SD card.
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
we
I lost everything.
Lost pretty much all of our evidence that we had there.
That's an expensive location.
Yeah, to lose that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought we lost just some that really wasn't that big of a deal, and it made our stomach hurt.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, come on, because
Wow.
especially think he caught something good,
Yeah.
or, something like that, and then of course it's gonna be what.
We know somebody else that I can't remember who it is now. I'm not too sure. I don't want to say who I think it is, but somebody else I know that lost footage in that same in the kids section.
And it was just it was corrupted or something like that. We lost everything, and the same thing happened to them too.
Yeah, this was recent, like in the last couple months. I remember talking to them.
Maybe you caught something that didn't want to be seen.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what we were thinking.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What was your impression of the body shoot? Did you like that? I thought that
I love that
location was awesome.
Well, we like I said, we was with a public tour, and we went down there, and which we was trying to investigate. And bless her heart, it was just an older woman, but she had, I would say, probably the way it sounded, like 10 plastic Walmart bags. Just shh. So we couldn't hear nothing, and she was like, "There's a bag. Come on." She kept trying to get us to leave, so we I don't know if she kind of broke away from her group. I don't know if she was scared to walk back to her group and was ready to go. Kind of left, and then you know how with a public one they done like two groups, split them up, and then you have like first, second floor, and the other group went to the the top floors, and then after so long you swap. Well, after that, the woman, it was time for us to swap floors, so we never did get to spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, but
how much is it to rent there? What is it, 1,500?
I think so.
1,500, and what was rough about that? It was like 6 or 7 hours. I don't quite remember, but like after you do the lengthy tour that they obligate you to do.
Yeah.
How long is a tour?
2 hours. You lose 2 hours because of that
tour.
Oh,
hell no. They make you do it?
That sucks.
Did they do it for you? Yeah.
Even on the public tour, they took everybody. And then, like I said, they split the two groups up, but they had to take us to the first, second floor and talk.
Yeah.
And that was about an hour. And then we got them 2 floors, and we went up another floor. And then they walked us through, and then we got to go something. And yeah,
that's crazy. So you have to do the 2-hour tour. Mm-hmm. So you get a total of 6-7 hours.
6 hours, and you technically only had it for 4.
And that place is big, right? It's huge. No way you're gonna cover that.
The thing is if let's say Limestone is on the 3rd floor and we're on the 4th floor, if we're loud, they're gonna hear us. So yeah, it's big, but like you can hear
everything's open.
Yeah,
like, there's no doors or anything like that. Everything is wide. You hear like car alarms.
Yep.
Yeah.
So pretty much one would have to be on one side of the building and the other one on the other side of the building.
You could hear
unless you're like down in the chute. I mean, you ain't hearing nothing.
No, yeah, in the chute you're not hearing anything.
Wow.
But you could even hear because at one point I was like facing the outside, and you could hear the people that live like the neighborhood that's right there. You can hear the people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's you hear everything there. That's one thing that I didn't like about it. So we have a question from Mela. What's up? So she have you ever investigated a place you think is rigged?
I don't think
That's
so.
Yeah, no.
It's a valid question.
I hope not.
You never know.
Yeah. I mean, we ain't never found evidence of nothing being rigged.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would hope that has never happened.
And when we think we caught something, we spend so much time. Like we try to get everybody in the video and trying to see if their mouths are moving, and we're going over every little thing because we don't want to put something out there that ain't real. So, and it takes so much time. Well, especially she does most of the work, but
all the work.
Me too. That's Jen too, right? No offense, guys.
Melissa is in the shoot. You only hear the lady with the Walmart bags.
You gotta send the video, and we add flavor to the video.
Yeah,
as men, we add flavor to the video with our presence.
Yeah.
What we want to call it?
I've tried to help her time again. I'll be over there listening or something. I'll be writing stuff down, and she's like, "Just don't." I got to listen it, and I got to edit it and put it here, and I'm like, "Well, I just."
Well, the thing is I've done it since we've been investigating, and I'm used to every sound, all the sounds, and he's not. So.
Don't move. Is that what she's talking about? Is that what you're talking about, Mella?
Choking.
Yeah, because me and her, we'll get in an argument. I'll be like, "Look, I hear this. This one, no, that's Shayna." I'm like, it's like, she's like, "No, it's." I'm like, "Come on now, it ain't." And she's like, "Look," and then she'll pull up the video. I'm like, "Well, okay."
This dude will
voice recorder or something.
Yeah, this dude will actually get his feelings hurt if I don't agree with what he heard. He will pout. He'll be like, "Fine, don't ask me to listen to it."
Oh my god!
Wow.
So funny.
Oh, like, dude, I listen
We
to
do that all the time. When EVP, like, he'll say something, and I'm like, I don't know. I think I heard this, but it'll I don't know.
Usually, because what happens?
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll play it back, and then we'll be like, "Oh no, I hear what you're saying,"
Exactly.
or you'll be like, "No, actually, I do hear what you're saying."
And then sometimes it'll be like a mix of both, and it'll be like maybe I heard the one word and he heard the other word like correctly, and it's mashed up.
You know what it is too, and this is like you've agreed with me before too. Like sometimes it takes for you to be out of that environment and kind of like listen to it again and be like, "Oh, you know what? I was saying this, but you're right. It does sound like that."
Like EVP fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but with me, she says, "I think it's saying this. What do you think?" She asked me what I think.
Yeah.
She already told me what she thinks, so now I give it my own individuality, like opinion, and I say what I think, and then she says, "No, it's not that," and I'm like, "So why did you ask me for my opinion?"
No, you pout. You freaking pout. This dude, I swear.
She done about that a couple times. I'm like, "No, I'm saying this," and then she's like, "We just start to put a question mark."
Not even over exaggerating.
Yeah, we'll just let anybody watching figure it out.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
What I do like, put what Steve put again. I like what Steve wrote here because this is true. Every time that we've investigated with him, and we've done it as well. Every time that you guys hear something and you know it's someone else that you're investigating with, tag it just like he's saying here, and that way hey, it's not what I thought I heard or something. I misconstrued something. It was this.
Yeah,
very good.
We try to do that even when we're not doing an EVP session, just recording. We try to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, if we hear dogs or cars when we finally realized we needed to do that, she was like, "Don't whisper." And we always tell each other, "Don't whisper because you might mistake it for an EVP."
Yeah.
She jumped me.
Yeah.
She's whispering. Michael's whispering. I'm like, "Well, okay, sorry."
Yeah.
She should jump. She jumped my butt a couple of times for.
Yeah, I do that too. I'm like, shit. Yeah.
I've done that to him. But like he likes to shuffle his feet for some reason, and I'm like, "Stop moving."
Yes, he likes
Stop
to.
it.
Yeah, I do that. She's like, "It's Michael moving his head."
You got to though. You know what I mean? You got to call it out because you want to be like 100%. Yeah.
Now I feel like when I'm recording, I have to just keep my hands, sit on my hands and not move.
You're gonna be like this.
Hey, Joey will appreciate this.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, his does. His does like a demonic growl. No, that's being nice.
Oh my god!
It sounds like the demon in the gas chamber.
I wanted to touch on old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
We gotta head out there.
There was, I would love to go there. Michael said there was a part there, where you felt like the floor vibrating. So actually talking about like tagging and stuff like that. And then there was a part in that same, I don't think it was Ashley, but she did get up to, what did you get? You went up to do something. But he was in a whole other room. Like, okay, pretend Michael was in this back room over here, and she was sitting here in another room, and then walked over here to do something, and then came back here. But meanwhile, he was doing an Essa session. He was like, the feet under him, his feet, the floor right under him was vibrating. Do you remember that part? What I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you still think, now looking back, do you think it was Ashley, or do you think it was something that you were just feeling during that Essa?
Yeah.
I really think it was something, because
we
tried to go over the video a little bit, and like I said that way before she was moving. So
yeah,
I really believe that, because the room that I was in was you used to have to walk completely out of the hospital and go to a whole nother room. It was separate, and the hole that we walked through, they busted through so we can get in there and investigate, because something like the morgue, they said they kept dead bodies in there where I was sitting, and so she was in a whole different room, so she was further up. And plus the funny thing to me was it was concrete.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird, but
yeah.
I don't think it was actually moving either. I kind of think you actually felt that, which is weird. Yeah. Have you felt that before?
Be in there for sure.
Like, have you felt that again? Like anywhere else again?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Have you guys, by any chance, Joy experienced something like that? I've only experienced that once, and I don't even know how to explain it. This shit was crazy.
Like the ground shift?
Like the floor is like,
yeah,
like, dude, what?
That night we were at the 𝗟𝗏𝗀𝗃 house when that fucking ghost popped up. There was a part where I was like, I felt like the ground was like dipping.
I know. I never really noticed. Well,
yeah, I don't know if it was just in my head or what, but
I know
it was going like bloop bloop, like I was on a trampoline.
I can say for sure, Steve and Mela, us two, and Yvette, I know has experienced this.
Mm-hmm.
So when we went to go and investigate at Gold Coast Railroad Museum, the train museum that we investigate, we've heard like the floor shake, like we felt it, and you hear like the
like a train,
like if the train was moving, you hear it, and you feel the floor like shaking.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Yvette just said yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that place is nuts.
Wow.
But that's been one of the places that's happened to us.
Well, no,
yeah,
I'm not even talking about there though. That happened in
the presidential car, exactly.
Right, where I was referring to, that wasn't there. That
I know.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. Are you ready?
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, what's the shortest time you investigated a location?
The shortest time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just because time, not because you guys were scared, but just like time.
Well, there was an old abandoned house up in Tennessee we went to. We was probably there for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then
did you catch anything in that couple hours?
We did. I think we caught a few EVPs, and right before we left, we got bobcats and stuff up around here.
Yeah.
But we don't know if that's what it was. But it was starting to get dark, and we heard a growl, and
You're like, all right,
time to go.
Gotta go.
Yeah, we were good with that, but they have been spotted up around there, so we decided we better book it. Which, I mean, I had protection. It's time to go. I don't want.
Hell yeah, on the wild. See, when you investigate outside, not only you got to worry, you get your spirits or whatever there is there, but you also got the animals, so you're already nervous. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like you get more sometimes. Do you guys feel like that, Jen Mondo? You guys get what I'm saying? Like it feels like it kind of the fear amps it up a little bit more.
It does.
I think so too.
Yeah. I mean, because you're giving it the energy that it needs.
Yeah, like it knows like you're more vulnerable. Yeah.
I've only felt like that one time, so I don't
But it's so fun getting scared. Like I don't care if it's an animal. It's just that adrenaline of being like scared. That shit. Shit, yeah.
Oh,
that doesn't happen very often.
Daniel, thank you very much for supporting our friends. We definitely appreciate you, my friend.
Also, go to Limestone and subscribe there too, buddy.
Yes.
Period.
Limestone.
Just go down the fucking list.
subscribe. For real. Yeah, I thought that place was. I've always wanted to go to old South Pittsburgh. I can never say that location name right because it's a tongue twister for me. But like the main thing I see people get there is like a ton of EVPs, and you got a ton of EVPs in that video.
Oh, yeah, what about
the last one there?
The disembodied voices? Not voices. Excuse me. The basically like people have reported hearing the medical equipment continuing to go off even though there's no power there.
Even through EVPs.
Even through EVPs.
Did you guys get anything of that?
I don't think so.
No, we never
did.
That was one thing we was looking, heard and was trying to listen for, but we never got.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Got anything like that. But that one woman up on the top floor, what was her name? She talked a lot.
Miss Nellie on the top floor.
Yeah, she talked a lot. She even Richie, her brother, that goes home with us. Mm-hmm. She told him was a good night or bye.
He was telling her bye because he was doing a solo on that floor, and he was telling her bye, and she said good night. It was
and there's supposed to be a man that was there hospitalized while she was there, and he had visited her a lot. But because we was getting her and a male voice, we got a lot of EVPs in that room, and I think cat ball went off a couple of times.
Yeah.
So that was a good spot, but it's a good location.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's totally. I want to go there. With the last one, your latest video, room 19 at the Jefferson Palace Hotel. Oh, you know what? I was asking you, what did you use? That same Sony? Is that the only recorder you use?
Yeah, that's the only one we had.
Okay, what recorder you had? Because damn, you got good EVPs on that. You're right, Joy. They do get good EVPs.
They do. Yeah. When I first started watching you guys, I was like, damn, these people get a lot of fucking EVPs. I'm like, holy shit.
Were the
EVP master.
Yeah, for real. Were the dolls part of you didn't bring any dolls there, did you?
I brought one. We have a doll. We call her the Limestone doll. We take her to all the locations, but she never really gives us anything.
Aww.
You have her around you?
Huh?
Do you have her around you?
Yeah, she's in the house somewhere.
If it's close enough, can you show it?
Yeah, I'll go get her.
Yeah.
Is she haunted, Michael?
No.
No, she might be. You don't even know.
I mean, she might be, but when we first got her, I think Ashley done a little investigation before I got home. So she said nothing happened. So because that's the first thing I said, you didn't bring something.
But when I first got my doll, she was not active. So maybe she's just being shy.
True. Next thing you know, everything goes up.
How many times have you investigated? When's the last time you investigated her? Or talked to her? I don't want to say investigate, but talk to her.
Well, it's probably since we got her, and that's probably middle of last year, I believe.
Okay.
It's been a year.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys ever want to try it again, I would. Oh, she's cute. Hello there. What's her name?
Darlene.
Limestone?
Huh, Darlene, but look, her hair come off.
Poor baby. That's like mine. Poor baby.
Like that, actually.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Aww.
I'll fix you later.
Yeah. She needs super glue.
Do you ever, not worry, but do you ever feel like you taking her to locations, she's going to come back maybe with something?
She said her hair fell off. Sorry.
It did. But no, I don't know. I mean, that'd be cool, I guess, if she did.
There's somebody that we know that's doing that as an experiment right now. They're taking their dolls to the places they investigate just to see if something comes back. So
that's cool.
Yeah. You can post it also then.
That happens.
I was telling Michael, I said,
that we investigate with.
Do you have another paranormal group you have investigated with that you really enjoy investigating? Wait, you know what I meant.
Well, the only other group is the Haunted Angels.
Yeah.
And we love them.
I've heard of those good folks before.
Yeah.
She does. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, exactly. I think you guys are doing that too.
Yeah.
Or maybe 3 people I know that are doing that. On the in that place, the Jefferson Palace Hotel, I was laughing because I feel like Ashley was making Michael as a ghost bait. What's a brown?
She does that a lot.
But it was a brothel, so I mean, I was just seeing if anything.
That was funny.
Weekend we went to 19. What was it? That other house we went to.
Oh crap! I forgot the name.
The Bolton house.
Yeah.
We went there, and then we had an EMF detector on, and I talked to her forever. And then Ashley was like, "Oh, you can have him," and all this. Left the room because they wanted Ashley to leave the room, and because that right there was probably one of my favorites with the EMF, because I would sit there and just stand there forever. And then I asked the question and it'd go off, and I'll stand there forever because I was like, this is pretty interesting because I've never had to do that before.
I think I've seen that video. It's out, right? And Michael was in the room when you walked out. Yeah.
Yeah, with the dog.
It was funny because she didn't want you back in there. That was the time that.
Whoa,
Yes, I remember that.
She kept saying.
Yeah.
She got quiet, didn't she?
Too. And I was like, I didn't want to sleep in that room. I don't want to see a doll right there beside my bed.
You're going to wake up and it's going to be floating right in your face.
Yeah.
It could have ended like Ghostbusters and I forget what was the character's name in Ghostbusters. Stans? Was it Stans? That he ends up getting the ghost girlfriend.
Oh my god. I don't know. Yeah. The little guy, the little nerd with the glasses?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name. You guys don't remember? You guys are Ghostbuster fans?
I don't remember their names, no.
I can't.
You know what we're talking about. He's like the little nerdy guy.
Dan Aykroyd. I think his name was Stans.
It might be Stan.
I don't remember.
I said, if you'd ask me later, I'd know.
Do you guys do anything for I don't know, protection wise, like before or after or
Ghostbusters?
No. We're
no?
We try to.
Thank you, David.
We're not in a good habit of telling the spirits to stay. For some reason, I guess we're tired and excited about the night and what we caught, or we just sometimes we do and sometimes we forget. And I think that's when we actually have something come back.
That's why we're always cleansing the house.
Yeah.
You do? How do you find yourself doing that often, you think?
About a month or so after a location,
okay,
we would do it.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to another location. And if we forget, we try not to, but
yeah,
it's not a habit that we have got into yet.
So do you do it just as a precaution, or do you do it because you feel like you have activity once you leave?
Usually after we go to a location, something starts happening in the house.
Yeah, maybe you guys are like ghost magnets.
I don't know.
Like they just want to come home with you,
Because we've been here. I mean, it's been a month or so since we done an investigation. Nothing's happened here.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe
Mela. Sorry,
no, it's fucking crazy.
She said only protection we do if I'm lucky to shower after.
Funny? My comment didn't appear on here. That's hilarious. Like,
yeah, no, we don't protect ourselves. We don't cleanse. We don't do none of that. I know, right? Crazy.
Michael would be very disappointed in you.
Right?
Just kind of block it out.
Yeah.
No, not you, Michael. They're Michael.
Yeah.
Michael,
we're just like this.
He will not like that.
Yeah.
We kind of block it out.
Yeah.
Michael and Ashley, does the term SWAS, do you guys use that?
What?
Swamp ass?
What is it?
He's like, come again?
Swamps?
Swap.
Swamp ass.
SWAS is it's swamp ass.
No, I've never said that.
no, we normally call it booty sweat.
It's
Baby
moist.
sweat.
Moist and hot, moist and muggy.
Is that what it means? Swass?
Yes, yeah.
Swass.
Oh, it does?
Bass. Yes.
Small bass.
Like it's so
Oh.
sweaty.
I got a new one for you.
Moist
It's
and muggy.
Did you
humidity.
guys know that, Limestone? Did you guys know that?
Take off your pants and it smells like woo.
It's a,
Oh.
it's a
What do you
Florida
say?
thing.
Is that what you say? Swass.
Swass. Or swits. but
Swass
now-
in here.
Swiss.
Oh, it doesn't smell like ass. It smells like swass.
There
Like
you
an
go.
There you go.
undercover, you smell like ass, but you say swass. I got you. Okay.
Oh,
Took me a
man.
minute, but I got it.
So, yeah, that was my last question there about protection, because I was just curious, mainly also because Ashley, I feel like they're attracted to you. So
Yeah.
wear something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do you have anything around you, like in your property or something like that you feel like also that's active?
No, not
No.
really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to ask you about the Bonnie and Clyde place. Like, that
Oh,
was
that's
so
really
cool
cool,
because
You did really good,
I've
by
never
the
seen
way.
anybody go to that location. I thought
Yeah,
that was
that
so good.
was cool.
Yeah.
You did your thing on that video for
I'm
sure.
obsessed with Bonnie and Clyde, and whenever we were going to Texas, I knew it was really close to the location we were at, and I was like, "We're stopping there."
Yeah.
And
On
it's
top of
the
the
whole thing.
on top of your what do you call it when the intro when you're talking? What is that called?
Narration.
Narration. Yeah, you did really really good. It was
Really
very.
good. Yes.
It took
I
a
love
very long time to make that video.
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing it in my videos. I stopped doing that shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm like, mm-mm. I used to back in the day, certain spots, but like, nope.
That was a cool look. I
I'm
wish
like, Google that shit. You want to know?
What is your most memorable or best piece of evidence that you've ever gotten?
Oh, that's what Steven.
Steven.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I we like EVPs. I like the Oksana house, and she don't believe in orbs, and I kind of do. It depends on what there was, but when we was in Ashmore, I had a camera, and we weren't even on that floor, and down the hallway, we had one come across. I mean, it was pretty big. I mean, we was doing a daytime investigation. Could have been a car, but I mean, there was maybe one or two windows down there.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way it moved, I just don't think it wasn't a car or anything. And I don't know if you ever seen Ashmore, but it's kind of out in the field by itself. There's maybe one or two houses.
Oh damn!
And it's a gravel road, I think, that went to it. Because we pulled off of a paved road to go to it. So it wouldn't travel a whole lot. So that was probably one of my favorites, other than the EVPs that we catch. But
yeah,
it's a lot of folks don't believe in orbs. We do. And I think what it is,
I don't believe everything is an orb, but
No,
we've
yeah.
definitely seen them.
we've seen
I forgot
orbs.
to go.
I know. I don't know what the color is like. I feel like it's weird.
But yeah, it's the flight trajectory. There's certain things that
Oh,
you
yeah.
can tell it's not a
Mhm.
bug or a piece of dust or something like that.
And I noticed they blink. Sometimes they pulsate. There's pulsation. It's a
Light, right,
Mhm.
right. Mm-hmm.
Orbs have feelings too, just like you, James.
There you
Right. Yeah. They sure do.
Yeah, and what Steven said is true. It is a touchy subject.
yeah,
it is.
yeah, because I'd be like, was that an orb? It's not an orb. It's dust. It's a bug. I'm like, hey, look at it. Now that one is. I wasn't going to let her argue with me on that one in Ashmore because I mean, just the way it looked and the way it acted, it just went straight across. I was like, you got to give me this one. And so she put it in there. I'm like, you got to give me this one because if this ain't an orb, I don't know what is.
You got to let the audience judge, right? You got to let the audience judge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's an orb, damn it.
David.
Oh, okay, good.
David wants to know, what is your position on fairies or phase or
Yeah.
Like, do I
Elemental.
believe they exist? I mean, sure. Yeah. I've never looked into it. I've never looked
Me
into
neither.
it.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
sure.
you,
If it wasn't for the show, I wouldn't know any of this stuff. Yeah. I just want to find ghosts. But I'm learning a lot from since we've done the show.
Well, there's a whole bunch of
There's a whole lot of shit that I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Do you guys where you live? Do you have any cryptids or anything like that?
Bigfoot. I mean, of course,
They call it the white thing here.
Yeah, we got one down a little further south of us. It's a Bigfoot, and he's white. And you think of a Yeti, but he's here, and it's Coleman, probably about an hour or two away from here. And was it Bankhead? Bankhead National Forest is, but that's about that. And what else?
Arnie.
Yeah, but that's probably like Bigfoot creatures.
I've never heard of that, so I have to look into that.
That's cool. I've never heard of a white Bigfoot in your part.
Right. Yeah. So so they call it the white thing.
Yeah, the white thing.
That's weird.
Yeah, because when we found out, I was like, "What?" And it's just a white Bigfoot. And I was like, "Okay."
The white thing. That sounds cool.
Yeah. And Bigfoot, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought I saw
albino, like an albino Bigfoot. Like an albino Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, why not? There's albino freaking everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be scary as shit. Like, I don't know. I think I'd be more scared of the albino Bigfoot.
Have you guys
albinos have red eyes, so like
yeah. Have you guys ever thought about like investigating, like going to the forest over there?
Yeah, we have. We've been wanting, but it's been 100 degrees.
Oh hell, yeah, it's hot where you guys are at over there. Yeah,
it's been nonstop raining
everywhere. Yeah, and East Coast is having like a heat wave.
Yeah,
it's about to come over this way soon. Watch.
Yeah. Well, actually, Michael, I have a completely off-topic question.
Okay.
What is your opinion on Keanu Reeves, the actor?
Oh my God.
I like him.
Okay. There's a particular reason why I'm asking this question. Ashley, are you good with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Okay. So Arnie, our good friend Arnie 𝗟𝗏𝗀𝗃,
who's in the chat, he said, "Oh boy,"
has had a run-in with Keanu Reeves, and that has turned into a blood feud for the rest of their lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is the nicest dude ever.
Yeah, that's what I always seen. He was just down to earth person. I always read and.
I think 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗀 was having a bad day and he needed his coffee.
He's having a bad day. He needed a Snickers that day.
I love you, Arnie. You're the best. That's just that story alone puts you up there for me. You're amazing. And shout out to you. I know you're a big Philadelphia Eagles fan. Shout out to you guys.
You tried them. Like when you're like walking through like a crowded place and then you like shoulder bump somebody. So that's what they both did, and he was like, "What the fuck, man?"
So Neo bumped into our friend Arnie, and that's it. They hate each other for
they gave each other the stare down, and it was a wrap from there.
Oh my God!
Why would John Wick? Oh my God!
What I was gonna say was, so my dad wanted to ask backstage. I was asking you, but I'm gonna ask you now.
Shout out to Pops.
So Huntsville, which I always remember that place because I always think of Hunt's Tomato. I don't know if that has anything related to Huntsville. Yes. But yeah, there's a place there. I don't know if you ever checked out this location. Have you ever been to Huntsville?
Yeah, we go there a lot.
Okay, so there's like a mountain there or something, but there's like something in the top and it's super steep. But I think it's, if I remember correctly as a child, I think it's maybe there's a church or like I don't know, there's like religious figures up there. Maybe, I don't know what it is, or maybe it's a garden, but it's like super high in a mountain. And all I remember is like going up there. You know what I'm talking about? Do you
maybe
know
Montesano or no Spirit on the Mountain? Maybe
I've heard some stories about the Green Mountain. Did it have something to do with lightning? Do you know any stories about it?
No, I don't know, but all I remember is when we were in my dad's friend's car, and something about power brakes, and then the car would cut off, And then my dad was taking a crap because he was like, if the car was cutting off and we're like going downhill on the thing, like it literally like you'll go right over that cliff. So he was like, my dad dragged me and my mom out of the car. He was like, I'm not doing this shit because I was only like way down, and it's like super steep. Yeah.
Was it like a memorial? Like a memorial or something?
Huh?
Was it like a memorial?
Not a memorial, but it's like a place. I mean, it's a place where tourists people go up there, but I just can't remember.
We have that in San Diego. We have two. It's like a big ass cross on the top of a mountain. I don't know what it's for.
I'm gonna look up Green Mountain. Let me look that up real quick.
Green so we got Montesano Mountain, I think is closest to Huntsville.
What is it? Say it again.
Montesano?
Yeah, Montesano Mountain.
I think that sounds. What is that?
Because I think you got that, and you got Lookout Mountain further on into like Scottsboro. That way.
Sure.
Montesano. I know
David.
I'm all wrong.
Alabama.
I forget Joey. I was like, you know what those little crosses are for? That's on the hills. He's like, it's for Jesus. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
For Jesus. Big old
Montesano.
Yeah.
Huntsville. Oh shit, this isn't Huntsville.
I wonder what they for. Why do they put him up there though? Like,
but I don't know. This place had like, man, I don't know what the hell the name of this place. This place looks creepy. Good Lord, I don't know. I remember just like a lot of flowers because my mom liked the flowers. I remember having like, I don't know, maybe I saw like a statue of
Liberty,
Mother Mary, and like no,
wrong state.
Maybe, I kind of want to say it was. And I even asked my dad. I asked my dad last night, and I was like, "What the hell was that place?" I don't know. Joy needs Jesus. That's
I
it's my shirt.
But that's cool. I like Alabama. It was really pretty when we went up there, but this was in the 80s, so I don't know how much has changed since then. I would love to go back though.
The good old 80s.
We used to stay there.
Yeah, it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that city is like super fucking popular? I didn't know that until like last night. That's like one of the top 10 places. I was like, what?
Yeah. That's why we don't go there much because it's
really.
It's so good. Yeah, and then most of it's starting to come over into Limestone County where we're at. Mm-hmm. So it's starting to move its way west. So there's a lot of people, a lot of subdivisions getting put in.
That's I would never have thought that. I don't know full details, but Hell's Gates.
Yeah, we got to find that place, Hell Gates, that's up there in the Montesano. We couldn't ever find it.
Oh, that's Richie. He's in our group.
Hey.
Oh, I mentioned Green Mountain.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me look at Green Mountain while we're.
Well, you know what, Ashley and Michael, I want to thank you guys for spending some time with us and having the folks in the chat get to know you. Please use this time to tell the good folks where they can find you, any upcoming investigations that you're gonna have coming out on for folks to see, things like that.
Oh, have you done the 𝗶𝗲𝗃 jail real quick?
Oh, 𝗶𝗲𝗃 jail. Have you guys?
We haven't been there yet.
Okay.
No, we haven't done that one yet.
Is it hard to get in, or is it just?
It's like 5 hours away from us.
Oh shit!
Not on the Alabama-Tennessee line, and anything in Alabama is going to be 5-6 hours away from us. So,
damn, yeah, that's a long see.
Yeah,
that's why it's just so hard for us to even go to. That's why we got to wait, and we got Case. He's young, so we got to be here for him in school.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. I understand. That's why it took me so long.
About the 𝗟𝗏𝗪 murder house. That's also
I don't.
I've never even heard of that place.
I don't think you can get in there legally. I think it's one of those places you have to sneak into, and we don't want to get arrested.
Yeah,
I probably gonna get
I get fired.
Bullet on your butt if you do that. Nah,
I don't blame you.
Straight.
So yeah, where can the good folks find you guys?
Yeah.
Well, we just do YouTube and Facebook. So, and then the only thing coming up is the second part of the Jefferson Palace Hotel. So,
I can't
So
wait to
you
see that.
didn't sign up for an Instagram, right? Because there was a Limestone for suggested, and I followed it. So
I think we had one, but man, that was like 10 years ago. So I don't even know what's on that.
okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think I asked you that, and you said no, and then I unfollowed you. Let me check.
Yeah, it's just Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. Let me see. Well, I loved having you guys on. Thank you so much for finally agreeing.
Thank you guys.
Oh, thank you
As
guys.
Joey's trying to make us.
Shoot, lucky I was wearing pants.
Guys, and like Jen said in the beginning of the episode, we will not.
I think I found it. Ave Maria. I don't know. This
Time
might
out
be.
on
This
what I
might
was
be
saying.
it. Ave Maria Grotto. Is that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's in like the Coleman, Alabama.
Can you see your
Is there like a mountain to go up there?
I have no idea. I've never been there.
No, I'm gonna look more into this because now I need to know
This is
where.
your This is you, Limestone.
I can't see that.
Oh, it's a little ghost.
Oh, that's not me. No.
Okay.
Oh crap!
Yeah, I think all of us are following you.
Oh, that's not
All those people.
I see 305. I see Chaz.
Oh my god!
not unless Richie did that.
Yeah.
Well, it's about time. Drew, we gotta go, man. Oh, that was cool.
All right. So I want to thank you guys again for coming on with us. And like Jen was saying in the beginning of the episode, we will not be here next Sunday. So check us out 2 weeks from now. We will be on with our good friend Cross the Line Paranormal, James. He's going to be here with us. And
That will be July 13th. July 13th.
thank you, Beth. Appreciate you. And thank you, chat room. You guys have been super active today. You guys are amazing. Keep up that same energy when we see you guys in a couple weeks.
Thank you, Dantex.
Thank you, Dantex, Yvette, James, Steve Mella, David. The list goes on and on. Thank you very much, everyone. We're super appreciative of y'all. And like always,
I'm
please
going to make
remember,
a Joine's
if you wanna-
Jesus 2025.
For real.
Just for you, David.
Arne, thank you. Please remember, if you guys want to get spooked, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, and feel free to comment on this episode right here. Please tell your friends, tell your family.
Don't hang up right when we end this.
Okay.
We'll see you in the backstage. Don't leave. Okay, go.
Okay.
Tell your friends, tell your
Love
family.
y'all.
Coast to coast. See you guys.
Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves us.
Dragon Ball.